Okay, here's what's going on with my gutters up here. You can see this metal right here, which is part of the gutter, is not under this drip edge here. What needs to happen is a piece of metal needs to come under that drip edge and flap over that gutter. And I believe I have enough metal to go all the way down here. One thing I do not want are holes in here, because the water tension is going to get into those penetrations, and I'm not sure what they did here, but it doesn't seem right, because that's going to create a penetration into my fascia. It doesn't look like, oh yes it is, I'm sorry, that is a rubber grommet there, but you can see that one smashed. So I guess those will be okay in the end. I should have better coverage when something like this is installed. It's going to rain about 2 inches in the next 2 days, so I hate to say it, but I might be up here doing it myself, and I'll just request a discount. I shouldn't have to do this stuff myself. Okay, I have a bunch of leftover roofing metal. I know I shouldn't be doing this. Like I said, we're about to get 2 inches of rain and we're gonna have a lot of water. And I'm trying to keep this mess down to a minimum. Let me show you what I did. There's a test. Let me get up here. Here we are. There it is. Cut these little flappers, and what I got to do is get a couple self-tapping screws, screw it in there. You see here I don't have it tucked under yet, but under there it's actually going to be a good solution, and probably going to work out just fine. All right, we'll see how this goes. Well, this is what I'm doing. I got some Mary's nail polish, and I've just been putting a dot on either side of the support. Then I take it down, I trim it, bring it back up, stuff it under. All right, off we go. Okay, here it is. I got the two main parts. I have a little bit of corner here. Hindsight, I should have ran a bead of caulk over where these brackets are. That way if water does get around here, it's not going to go under, but it'll be minimal anyways. I'm not too worried about it. But water always finds a way. So I'm not going to screw it in yet, because I might pop it back out to do that. You can see we're actually above the drip edge here, and then we're pretty far down under it there, so I'm glad they at least put some slope on it, but I'm gonna have to cut some metal and get creative. I guess I'll just end it right here and maybe caulk this, and then come back and run some metal. Well, it looks like that's up too. At least I can get some in here, but it looks like that's gonna fall over maybe anyways. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I got the majority of it done. The backside seems to be okay. The garage seems to be okay. There's a little spot on the backside that could use covered. Maybe I'll leave this to the guys, but I don't want them coming back and drilling screws into my fascia, which will just rot out over time. I do have some barn screws, but these look pretty compressed here. I don't know. I don't really really trust them. Anyway, I think that'll get me by the 2 inches of rain that's coming. Here it is. Got it all done. Just got to figure out what my rate for labor is. All right, I feel better about it anyways. Still have the front corners to do, and I haven't even checked the garage yet. I still have to take care of the garage. See, the garage is leaking there, down here. What a mess. Okay, as you can see, we got a whole lot of rain overnight, and it's starting to pick up again right now. And where I put the metal, I've got no leaks. But over in the corner where I have a little bit of challenge, you can see it's still leaking. Just noticing that it's leaking out of the corner here. So I'm guessing it's going behind the gutter there and traveling down under that fascia trim. That really stinks. That's just rotting out my board. I mean, they're new boards. I'm not too worried about it yet. Look at that. And where I put the metal, we've got zero problems. Now I have to work on sloping this away